Monday. Welcome to Deep Dive with Cece. This week I'm going to be deep diving into Deep Blue, one of my favorite oils from doTERRA. It was actually the oil that got me started with doTERRA. So if you're just tuning in for the first time, what I'm doing is I'm going through every single oil, blend, and product that doTERRA has to offer and doing a deep dive into them. So for the next 5 days, I will talk to you about Deep Blue, about what it is, where it comes from, physical uses, emotional uses, how to use it, and blends and other things you can make with Deep Blue. And then on Friday, I will loosely edit all these together and throw it up on YouTube, and that way you'll have continued access to it whenever you get Deep Blue into your hands. So now, like I said, Deep Blue is what got me started with doTERRA. I had heard amazing things about it. I got it, started using it, and was like, I cannot live without Deep Blue. I will talk to you later in the week. There's several different products in the Deep Blue line. I tend to use, I'll just tell you this briefly. I tend to use the oil in a bubble bath, and I tend to use the rub, which is a lotion with an entire bottle of oil in it, for my back and shoulders and hips. So, okay, the information I'm sharing with you this week is going to come from the doTERRA website, the doTERRA blog, the Modern Essentials app, and the Essential Emotions app. So Deep Blue, what is it? Let me tell you. It is a blend of 8 different oils. So let's run through each of them so that you know what is in it. First up is wintergreen. It's what gives it cortisone-like properties, and that can be helpful for arthritis, rheumatism, tendonitis, and other discomfort that's related to inflammation of the bones, muscles, and joints. Second is camphor. It's an analgesic, that means pain relieving, and it's anti-inflammatory. Again, it can be beneficial for arthritis, rheumatism, muscle aches and pains, sprains and bruises. It's got peppermint, which is also anti-inflammatory and to damage tissues, and it's soothing and cooling that can help with arthritis and rheumatism. We have blue tansy, which is also an analgesic and anti-inflammatory. It may also help with low blood pressure, arthritis, and rheumatism. We have German or blue chamomile. It's called either German chamomile or blue chamomile, depending on where you're looking at it. It's an antioxidant, it's anti-inflammatory, and it's an analgesic. It can also help relieve congestion and arthritis. We have helichrysum that can help. It may help cleanse the blood and improve circulatory functions. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory. Then we have osmanthus, which is one of the 10 most famous traditional flowers of China. The blossoms are highly aromatic, and they're used in the world's rarest and most expensive perfumes. In Chinese medicine, osmanthus is used to reduce phlegm and remove blood stasis. And then the final oil in Deep Blue is, I probably am pronouncing this wrong, and Dammy corrects me every time. I pronounce it ylang ylang. I think she says it's supposed to be lang lang, Y-L-A-N-G. You pronounce it how you think. I'm going to say ylang ylang because it's fun to say. It's also prized in the perfume industry. It encourages feelings of calm and relaxation and reduces the effects of daily stress. So Deep Blue is something people sometimes use as well after working out or going to the gym, to calm the body, to provide just a soothing sensation to areas that you may have done too many, push-ups. I don't do those. You may have done too many crunches. I don't do those either. I do yoga and walking. You may have tweaked your calf running, whatever. Deep Blue is something that you can use for that, as well as many of my friends that I know who have chronic illnesses like I do, such as fibromyalgia, use it to help reduce pain. So there you go. Deep Blue. It's full of amazing, amazing oils, and it does amazing, amazing things. Tune in tomorrow, and I will talk to you about the physical uses for Deep Blue. If you want to get your hands on Deep Blue before I even finish this deep dive series, you can go to oilswithcc.com and click start here. If you have any questions, send me a message and I'm happy to help you get started. All right, have a great Monday and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye. Hiya, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Deep Dive with CC. This week we're deep diving into Deep Blue. Oh my gosh, I love Deep Blue. It is one of my favorites. What are my favorites? If I had to do my top three favorites, it's Deep Blue, frankincense, and copaiba. They all three help me manage my fibromyalgia symptoms. So today we're talking about physical uses for Deep Blue. So I am again using the doTERRA website and blog, the Modern Essentials app, and the Essential Emotions app. Why can I never say that right? I think because my friend Tara has the Essential Enthusiasm podcast, and I've been listening to it for so long that I'm used to saying Essential Enthusiasm instead of Essential Emotions. There you go, more than you wanted to know. You can use Deep Blue before and after exercise, and for massage, it'll give you, it has a strong soothing and cooling properties to it. You can use Deep Blue with a few drops of fractionated coconut oil and massage it on your kids' legs when they're having those growth spurts and their legs hurt so much and you're just like, what do I do? Do that, but make sure, I thought I turned off all the dings, but I didn't. Make sure you dilute it before you put it on a kiddo. If you're doing some intense moving, cleaning, working out, and end up with pain in your back, hips, shoulders, etc., Deep Blue rubbed on should help with that. It suggests giving your grandma a hand massage with Deep Blue. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? If you've been knitting for a long time, or you're using, I know for me, I tend to knit stuff probably on US 4s and below. My most common is US 1.5, 2.5 mil needles. If you're not a knitter, none of that makes sense. But every once in a while, I'll knit something on larger needles and with thicker yarn, and I have to be really careful because my wrists and hands start hurting. So you might also face the same thing if you're like sitting at your computer for a long amount of time typing. You can rub it on to soothe and cool the affected areas to help relieve some of that pain. And then we go over here to the app, and it tells us common primary uses: arthritis, back pain, bone pain, bruises, bursitis, yeah, that's how you say that, I think. Fibromyalgia, inflammation, joint pain, muscle aches and pain, muscle tension, pain in general, tension, headache, and whiplash. You can apply it on the places where you are having the symptom. You can use it in a compress and put it on the areas. You can use it on the reflex points on your feet. I have somewhere a really cool graphic that shows like the different points on your feet and what area of the body they affect. If you're doing something like acupressure, acupuncture, or you're putting oil on your feet to get into your system to help with a specific area. So those are the main physical uses of Deep Blue. And like I said yesterday, there are a bunch of Deep Blue products, including a rub and a roll-on, and let's see. There is the supplements. So I'm going to talk about all of those on Friday. But, another physical use. what I tend to use the oil for is when I'm soaking in the bath. I'll put Epsom salt and a few drops of Deep Blue and some bubbles, because I love bubble baths, and soak in that. If I'm using it physically on places such as my shoulders, back, hips, legs, I usually use the rub because it's just easier to apply. So there you go. So that was day 2 of a deep dive into Deep Blue. Tomorrow, come back and join me, and we'll be talking about the emotional uses for Deep Blue. If you have any questions or would like to get Deep Blue in your hands, send me a PM, and I'm happy to help you get started, or you can go to oilswithcc.com and click start here. There are some great specials that are going on this month, including you can get a free car diffuser and 3 oils for free if you enroll with certain kits, or if you place a 200 PV LRP order. If you're already signed up for doTERRA, you might understand that. If not, send me a message and I'll explain it to you. I'm so excited. I really, really want the car diffuser. I have looked at some online and none of them fit my bill, so I'm excited to get that into my hands. So with that, happy Tuesday. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye. Hi guys, happy Wednesday. I'm trying to not get the ceiling fan above my head, but there's windows over here and the light is weird because I'm recording later than I normally do. So we're going to go with it. I have a ceiling fan light on my head. Okay, today, so welcome back to Deep Dive with Cece. This week we're deep diving into Deep Blue. Say that 5 times fast. Today we're talking about emotional uses. So I'm getting my information for today's video from the Essential Emotions app, which is amazing, and you should get if you're using essential oils. It and the Modern Essential apps are both amazing. So the Essential Emotions app says that Deep Blue, which is the soothing blend, can address the emotions of sorrow, anxiousness, feeling betrayed, and being overburdened. It can be used aromatically or applied topically to areas of concern to release pain and to support mental clarity during painful events. And remember to dilute it for sensitive skin. I don't honestly diffuse Deep Blue very often, primarily because the smell it's strong, but not in a bad way. It is, I love the smell of Deep Blue. Sometimes I just open the bottle and smell it because it smells so good. But like, for example, I use the oil primarily in the bath, and so I get that smell because I put the oil in the bath. Or if I use the Deep Blue rub, which is the lotion with this in it, I'll do my best to remember to bring that in here to show y'all tomorrow when we talk about how you use it. The smell from the lotion with the Deep Blue oil in it is, I get that smell aromatically without diffusing it. So, Deep Blue, it's not just for areas of pain and strain and things like that. It can be used to help emotionally. All right. If you'd like to get Deep Blue in your hands, send me a PM. I'll help you get started. There's some great deals going on this month, so you should check it out. And I will be back tomorrow to talk to you about how you use Deep Blue. Talk to you then. Bye. Hi guys, my sincere apologies for not getting my day 4 video out to y'all this week. My birthday was yesterday, and we recorded the podcast yesterday, and this is only our second time doing it via video conferencing software, and so it's just taking longer to do than normal. And then we had somewhere to be last night, and time just ran away from me. So I'm going to give you 2 videos today. First up, let's talk about our deep dive into Deep Blue, day 4, how to use it. So if you've watched my videos, my other deep dives, you know that there are 3 ways you can use essential oils, except for Deep Blue oil is not safe for internal use. I'm going to talk about it in my next video. If you want Deep Blue for internal use, there is a supplement that is safe. But do not take the Deep Blue oil itself internally, okay? You can use it aromatically. You could diffuse it. But I don't tend to use it that way because I feel like I get a better benefit by using it topically. And my resources, the doTERRA website, the doTERRA blog, the Essential Emotions app, and the Modern Essential apps all give topical uses. So let's talk about some of those topical uses. One thing you need to remember is if you're using it on kids or someone with sensitive skin, you're going to want to dilute it or use the Deep Blue Touch, which is a roller ball like this with the oil already diluted with fractionated coconut oil, or you can dilute it yourself. So I actually just used this topically in a way you might not have think of. I had a pretty bad fibromyalgia flare last night and into today. And so I just actually got out of spending, I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, about 2.5 hours in the bathtub with Epsom salt, about 10 drops of Deep Blue oil, and some bubble bath and a good book. And that way I was able to get it over all of my body, because it's my pain areas typically are my shoulders, back, hips, and sometime into my legs and feet. So that's one way you can use it. You can apply the oil on your feet and knees before and after exercise. You can use it for a massage after you've done a workout or after a long day of doing physical labor, whether it's gardening or housework or whatever. You could use it for a hand massage, which is a great idea, especially if like you're a knitter or crocheter or some kind of crafter that uses your hands a lot, massaging it into your wrist, into your hand, into your fingers, even up into you. I know I get pressure that builds up into my elbows, so that's what you could do. Using it diluted or using the Deep Blue Touch, you could put it on your kids' legs, when they're having their growth spurts and there's just a lot of pain. This can help soothe those pains. After being on the computer, again, your hands, your wrists, your shoulders, your neck. Let's see. So the Modern Essentials app recommends using it as a compress on your spine or putting it on your reflex points on your feet. You can also apply it any location where you're having muscle cramps, bruises, or other pain. The Essential Emotions app recommends applying it topically to areas of concern to release your pain and to support mental clarity during painful events. I think I'm going to stop there with this because I'm going to record my next video, and in it I'm going to talk to you about blends you can use Deep Blue in, as well as doTERRA has quite a line of Deep Blue products, so I want to share all those with you. So thanks for watching day 4, even though it's on day 5. That's how you use Deep Blue oil, and I'll be back in just a few minutes with day 5. Bye. All right, welcome back to Deep Dive into Deep Blue with me, Cece. I just recorded this whole video, or actually thought I was recording it, and it didn't record. So I'm going to tell you all this stuff all over again, even though you don't know that I already told you. Anyway, let's get into this. Deep Blue. I make a roller blend for pain this is a 10 milliliter roller ball with 10 to 15 drops each of Deep Blue, lavender, peppermint, and copaiba, and then dilute it with fractionated coconut oil, and that makes a nice blend to be able to use for pain. But what I really want to talk to you all about right now is doTERRA has a really great line of Deep Blue products, and I want to tell you about each of them so you can figure out what might work best for you. So obviously the Deep Blue Soothing Blend is the original Deep Blue product. and it's used to soothe and cool with a great blend of essential oils. So this is a 5 milliliter bottle. doTERRA also offers a 10 milliliter roller ball of just the oil. It's called the Deep Blue Roll-On. It's not diluted. It is just straight oil, but it's in a roller ball to make it easier to apply. doTERRA also has, again, a 10 milliliter roller ball called the Deep Blue Touch, and it is pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil. So if you're going to use it on kids or the elderly or people with sensitive skin, that's a great one because it's already diluted for you. Now, as I said in the last video, Deep Blue oil is not safe to take internally, but there is the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex, which is a supplement. The serving size is 2 caplets daily. I take 1 in the morning and 1 at night, but you could do 2 in the morning or 2 at night, whatever works better for you. And it includes frankincense, turmeric, ginger, green tea, pomegranate, grapeseed, resveratrol, peppermint, and caraway. And I take this daily, and it's been a really, really great addition to the supplements that I take. Now this, you guys, this is Deep Blue Rub. This is a tube of lotion with a full 5 milliliter bottle of Deep Blue oil in it. I use this pretty much daily for back, shoulders, hips, leg, knee, foot, wrist, shoulder, whatever, neck pain, because it makes it really easy to put on because it is a lotion cream. It's not greasy though. It dries very quickly, and I love the way it smells. And it has been very beneficial to the regimen that I use for my fibromyalgia and chronic pain. Now, if a 4-ounce tube of this is not enough for you, doTERRA also offers a 1 liter bottle that's a pump bottle of the Deep Blue Rub. I have thought about ordering it because I do use the rub so often. So, that might be something I do in the future. And then you can also get a 10-pack of samples of Deep Blue, which would be really great to take like on trip with you or whatever. If you don't want to take the whole bottle, you could take just a few samples to use. Or if you find out that you love the Deep Blue Rub and you want to share it with family or friends or whatever that might like it as well, that's a great way to do that. The Modern Essentials app also says that you can use frankincense and Deep Blue oil together to enhance the benefits of both. Or you can use wintergreen and Deep Blue together for bone pain. So that is our deep dive into Deep Blue. It's one of my favorite oils, one of my top 3 oils. I highly recommend it. If you'd like to get your hands on some and so that you can try it, send me a PM. I'll help you get started. doTERRA has some great stuff going on right now, including you can earn for free 3 bottles of oils and a car diffuser. So if you need help getting started, let me know. Go to oilswithcc.com. There's directions there to start if you want to dive into it on your own, but I will be here as a resource for you whenever you need me. Next week, we're going to deep dive into Digest Zen, which is our digestive blend, and it's really great. I really like it a lot. So I will talk to y'all next week about that. I'm going to edit this video with the others and pop it up on YouTube so you have access to this anytime that you would like. And I will talk to y'all again next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.